So good morning participants. I, Chaitanya Bansal, on behalf of Team Vidhi Online, welcome you all to this webinar on planning your career wisely. The session shall be conducted by Ms. Pratima Sanghi. We welcome you, ma'am. Pratima ma'am is an experienced and an accomplished professional. She is the director at ADA NX Services Private Limited and an independent director at Sahyadri Hospitals Private Limited. She has a rich experience in the fields of corporate governance, management, research, and education. With an experience of more than 15 years and having served at prestigious institutions like IIM Indore, PIMR, and RGI, her focus is now on improving strategy and operations. During her tenure, she has also successfully executed various programs at the Institute of Company Secretaries of India's CGRT, that is Corporate Governance Research and Training. Before we begin the session, I would like all the participants to please be on mute. During the session, if anyone has any questions, feel free to post in the chat box. They will be duly answered. So with these words, I now hand over the dais to Pratima ma'am.
Thank you, Chaitanya, for the wonderful introduction. Now, since there are only 10 participants, if I'll request you to unmute them, if any of what do you expect from the session? So I just wanted to know what these participants who are there currently expect from the session. Anybody who wants to answer, please unmute and answer. Is what are you looking out for?
How the opportunities available for company secretaries in Mumbai?
Pardon, you said?
I'm from Chennai.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know what are the opportunities available for company secretaries in Mumbai. So can we choose as people who are relocating from Chennai or any other state like that?
Okay. I'll cover that up. Anyone else? Your good name?
Myself?
Yeah, your good name?
Yeah, Joshua.
All right.
So one more question, whether the language will be a problem like that I'm asking. So, the mother tongue of that state will be different, right?
I'll cover that as well.
Since I'm in other state of people, how the opportunity will be, what's the
I have
problem
some
like that?
very interesting data for you, which will excite you. So you maybe my second and third slide, I will answer your question on my second and third slide. Yes. Anyone else?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah, please tell. You're
Is
audible.
session, uh, is session useful for legal advisor?
Yes. We
Okay.
focus on legal, finance, and company secretary recruitment only. So this is useful for all three.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Anyone else? Fine. Chalo. So I'll just start. Whenever you have question, you can put it in the chat box. In between, if you want to ask something, you want to repeat anything on the slide, feel free to just unmute yourself and ask questions. All right. So I'll just give you a short brief why we are conducting this session. Basically, I belong to Mangalam Placement Private Limited. We do placement only for legal, finance, and company secretary profiles. We have been into business since 1996. So it's more than 20 years what we are doing. We are very much thankful to Corporate Law Advisor Vidhi Online to be part of it. We wanted to cover all the students and members of this Corporate Law Advisors. Reason being, this session will open your eyes on what is happening currently in the market, what type of job roles are available, how to apply, how to hunt for those type of job roles, and how you should path your way in your career. So these are the 4 focus points which we are going to cover. Since we meet day in and day out a lot of candidates, a lot of employers, we have some key insights which can help you out to plan your career far better way. So that's the reason this session is for. Now these are the 2 reports which is for June 2020. So on my right hand side and left hand side, Naukri is the nation largest job portal and Monster is the world largest job portal. So if you see, both the big job portal have given same month, same year, two different type of reports. Now here Naukri is saying that there has been improvement in 33% in job market, whereas Monster is saying there is a decline of 11%. So I just want to open your eyes that this is what is happening in the market. People, big recruiters, big platforms, they are also confused. While writing 33% increase in job market, Naukri has given all the decline in the very subsequent paragraph, where they have written there would be 80% decline in tourism, hotel, 68% in retail, auto industry again 76%, BFSI 55% decline, pharma 28%. So I don't know where they are getting 33% of hike when all the sectors are declining. So, but on the other hand, Monster has given a very fair view of stating that actually there are less jobs in the market and actually the jobs are declining. This is the fact. So we go on the next slide. This is so when I share this PPT with all the participants, you have the links. You can go and check the reports. These are true fact reports which are there. Which are the industries where the jobs are growing and which are the industries where jobs are reducing. So media, entertainment, advertisement and healthcare, these industries there are a lot of jobs. In these particular industries there are jobs for lawyers, finance, marketing, company secretaries. In these three industries there are many jobs which are coming again and again in the market. Now one very interesting hiring criteria what we have seen in last 4 months is, earlier we used to get more job requirements for the candidates who are in metro cities like Chennai, Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore. But nowadays we have seen that since this work from home has started working, lot of small cities are coming up and there are a lot of hiring happening from small cities. So Cochin, Kolkata, Baroda, Rajkot, Surat, Indore, Bhopal. So we have been placing candidates who are resident of these small cities and working in corporates. So earlier, whenever we used to hire people, the first requirement what corporate used to give us, that where does candidate reside, whether they can come office, whether they are Mumbai based candidate. But nowadays they just concentrating on skill set and the deliverables. They don't mind whether candidate is residing in Tiruchirappalli or whatever city, right? They want to hire skill set. They don't want to hire candidate who can travel. So just few days back we spoke to there was a very good session of CEO of Aditya Birla, and he also stated that they are now focusing on hiring more and more candidates based on their skill set, not based on their location. And they are getting people in smaller cities with lesser CTCs. So they are hiring in a better way because more skill, more work and less CTC. Since people are not moving out of their core cities, what is happening is in less CTC also people are ready to work because the cost of living is not increasing. So answering to your question, Joshua, small cities are very good if you are residing in some city and you want to work in Mumbai, Pune, Delhi. There are corporates who are hiring on work from home mode, but they are very strict. They take work out of you like anything. So it's not that you are working from home so you can relax. No, they'll make you work and slog like anything. But yes, opportunities are there. Number two, yes, opportunities are there in some particular segment of the industries. Insurance, banking, they are hiring like anything. Media, entertainment, they are also hiring. So profiles for company secretary, lawyer and finance have increased in market. My last slide, I will show you the data of how we have done placement in last 3 months, which will show you what type of requirements are availing in the market. So I'll go to next slide. So these are the hiring trends. Hiring trends in industry in last 3 months. This report is again by Monster, and they feel that there would be more requirement coming up from media, advertisement, and healthcare. Now, this report is by ENY. ENY has also given a report in June 2020. This is a very recent report where they are predicting that going further in next 2 years, there would be more than 60% jobs closing. So when I say there would be extinction of jobs, there would be no more people required for 60% of the current jobs which are available. So people are going to go online, people are going to become technical, techno-friendly, and due to which lot of less human intervention will come, and due to which there would be very less jobs would be there in the market, and most of the work would be done by technology. So this is what E&Y say. So I have one more report. This is the last report I'm going to bother you all with. This is by World Economic Forum. Now what they say that going further in next 10 years, there would be new jobs created. The jobs which were not there in the market, they would be coming up. There would be 133 million new jobs created. And there would be closing of 75 million jobs, which would be eliminated. So when we say eliminated, I'll give you an example like cashier. You might have seen cashier in the banks when you were kids, when you used to go with your father or mother. There used to be 10 cashiers or 15 cashiers in the bank. Now you go and see one branch, one bank, there is one cashier, that too hardly would be sitting for full time. So the jobs of cashier is extinct. Driverless metro trains, the jobs of driver has extinct. So technology is going to remove lot of jobs. Add to it, technology is going to bring in lot of new jobs, a lot of new skills which will be coming up, lot of new jobs would be coming up in the market. So World Economic Forum have identified few sectors which will be giving more jobs. The reason we are studying about this sector is these are the sectors where you need to develop your skills. If there would be more jobs in care economy. Now what is care economy? Pharmaceutical, medical, healthcare, physiotherapists, doctors, cleanliness, so all the support staffs. So this particular economy is going to have 37% of increase in jobs. So when an hospital is growing, they will need a CFO, CS, they will need a company secretary, they will need lawyers, they will need lot of other things. So opportunities for you will grow in that sector. So your learning, your compliances, your knowledge of everything should be sector specific now, because in those sectors there would be more jobs coming in. If there is a company secretary who has an experience for pharmaceutical industry, definitely there would be more demand, right? So World Economic Forum has given these particular sectors where there would be more jobs. Care economy, right? Like I told you, sales, marketing, and content development. There would be 17% increase in sales marketing. We have recently placed a few chartered accountant, company secretary in Deloitte, EY, and what the demand from their role was business development. They need to get more clients onboarded for audits and for accounts to the big four. So a role of company secretary or chartered accountant lawyer is not limited only to compliances or back office work. Now you have to be more outspoken, you have to be more connecting, you have to be more business attitude is you need to get now, and you have to broaden your work by involving yourself into sales, marketing, administration, HR, and whatnot. Then data and AI. Again, compliances. Now a lot of big companies have started having compliance software, legal softwares, where they are doing a lot of work via software. So definitely as a profession, you should know how to utilize the softwares in the company, how you should implement softwares in the company. And there are a few more sectors like engineering, product development, people, culture, and green professional. Green professionals are solar industry, wind industry. These people will come under green professional. So this is something you might have seen on WhatsApp. It's just an example of how the jobs are going to get extinct. So if you see, just within 10 years, both the pilot and the cameraman has lost their job. Now, if you need a photograph from a certain height, you just need to have a drone and a camera and a remote control. You don't need to hire a helicopter or get a pilot in place or a cameraman in place. So technology has started replacing people. and technology may replace the compliance, legal and finance professionals also. So you need to be ready from now itself. Going further, next 5 years, 10 years, there would be new demands coming in the market, new segments which would be coming in the market. So what is the key mantra? Key mantra is reskilling and talent is what you have. So talent exchange is where one person can do multitasking work. If you are a company secretary, you need to get involved into HR, admin and other profession also. If you are a chartered accountant, you need to get involved into client interface, you need to involve into marketing also. If you are a lawyer, you cannot just be behind litigation, non-litigation work. You need to make yourself more valuable in a company with more departments in it. Labor law, IB, there are so many other things you need to study, and you get yourself involved in it so that you make yourself valuable in a company, you make yourself important, and then you grow there. By the word reskilling, there are a lot of certificate courses coming up, there are a lot of IT courses which are coming up for specially designed for our professionals, which we should take up. Do the free certificate courses are there. It's very important because going further, all these professionals would be attached with technology, and that is something we should know. So jobs beyond regular is what you need to think now. Whatever placement we have done in last 3 months, 4 months were all beyond the box, beyond the think out of box wala jobs. Professionals, definitely there are jobs, but then you have to make yourself multitasking. You have to make yourself more available to the companies. You have to think out of the box. You have to think. If you are a chartered accountant, it doesn't mean that you have to just look for the finances and accounts. You need to check if the company is growing, where all places they can manage their debt at. If the company is growing, what type of treasury they can do to save money. You if you are a company secretary, you need to check compliances. You need to be participative in other things as well. Make yourself more valuable in company. You will get, definitely you will get more uh, salary also, and more job opportunities also. So till this slide, anybody has any question? Anyone is having any type of question? Or should I continue? So I'm just continuing. Yes, there is something in chat box. I'll just. I'm not able to access chat box. Chaitanya, is there any question?
No, ma'am, I just typed that if any participant has
All
any
right.
question,
Okay.
they can unmute.
All right. Okay. So yes. So one more thing I want to touch upon is not necessarily you go for jobs. Startup is the new normal. There are a lot of startup coming up. You can identify a thing, a one simple problem in corporate, and build up a startup out of it, build a solution out of it, and if it hits, it would be a next big thing happening in the market. So that is something where again people like you can think on. Then so how to search opportunities? Now we are saying that these are the segments where the opportunities are available. This is what the mindset we used to have. Now how we should search for the opportunities? So the best searching for the opportunity is checking your environment, checking your people around you and the industry around you. If you keep yourself evolving, learning and adapting to the industry, opportunities will automatically open up to you. You will get referred to various places, and you will, if your eyes are open that okay, this job is available, I can do the job, just reskill and get into it. Don't wait for some degree, or don't wait for somebody to have to be just grab the opportunity what you're getting. So I just have, you all must be aware, but I just wanted to touch on 2-3 companies which has grabbed the opportunity and which has lost the opportunity. If you know about Nokia phones were the first company which brought the phones, actually introduced phone to the people. And Nokia phone was so damn durable. You throw it from anywhere, you throw it from even running train, it will not get damaged. You can still call from the phone. So they were too good in their handset. Kodak, if you might be aware, Kodak were the printing of photographs. So they were the print their photograph used to go to Kodak. Kodak films, Kodak printing, everything was damn good. So these are the two companies who were very, very good in their. These companies are very good in their product. But what happened? Where is Nokia and Kodak now? Nokia failed to adapt by the surrounding, by that 2G and 3G. They failed to adapt. They said, my product is very good. I don't need to become a smartphone. We can survive because people like us. People move on. People are not brand conscious nowadays. If they are getting more facility somewhere else, they don't mind throwing Nokia off and buying a Samsung or a next smartphone, right? So Nokia failed to adapt to the environment which was happening. Same thing, Kodak said we were the best in printing. So nobody can, come and print better quality what we are doing. But what is happening? People don't need printed photographs anymore. Everybody is carrying photographs in their cell phones. So these are the companies who failed to adapt on the surrounding, on the technology, on the economy which was happening, and they actually completely lost their market. But on the other hand, if you see Netflix, how Netflix has started. Netflix was a DVD renting company. They used to rent DVD. And they saw that going further, people will not need DVD. People are not going to sit at one place and watch TV. Or people are not going to sit at one place and watch movie. They need to be around. And so Netflix started off their own channel where they started putting movies on one channel and then subscribing it. What happened to Netflix? They adapted with the people and the surrounding. Netflix has become, now people are copying Netflix. So they become pioneer in the market. So this is what adaptation will bring it to you. If you adapt with your surrounding, if you adapt your role, I am a company secretary, I will do only listed company compliances, I am not going to do anything else. You need to adopt the boss. Otherwise you would be out of business one day. You will have job for 5 years, 6 years. After that, there would be nothing left for you. So if you want to be in market for longer term, you need to adapt what is happening in the market, grow yourself accordingly, learn those skills, and then be in the market. Otherwise, searching job would be very difficult. So, yeah. So this is what something we tell to everybody. What type of career you should be in? You should be a good person. You should have a good attitude. Rest everything will come along. That's what we suggest to everybody. If you have a very stringent, very rigid attitude towards work, there are so many people who are available in the market for work. So searching for employment. So this we tell to all legal, finance and company secretary professionals. Whenever you are searching an employment, whenever you are applying in a company, please check compliances of that company. Very, very necessary. Big names, you join ILFS, you join big names, Yes Bank, and you never know when you would be out of jobs, because the bubble will burst and you will not have any jobs left. People will not hire you from a company because you have already worked in Yes Bank for 5 years and there is a miscompliance. Other companies don't want to hire you, right? So you don't want to land up in places like that. Search about the background, go on MCA site, talk to the colleagues, talk to the old employees, talk to the practicing company secretary, chartered accountant or lawyer working there. Talk to them, how is the compliances of the company. Don't go with the brand name. If there is a good company, good records, even if the company size is small, join that company. If they have good compliances, definitely your jobs are becoming secure there. So please check about the compliances before applying to any job. Location, CTC is important. Compliances are equally important. If the company is not well compliant, they will not be well cultured. If the company is not well cultured, what growth you are going to have in that company? So it is all linked. The promoter attitudes toward company will also have the same attitude towards the employee, towards the team. That link will go on. So search about the company very well. Think about the company, do your background research. If you can talk to the old employees, please do that, and then apply to the companies if you're looking out for stabilities in jobs. If you are getting a good company, then don't be reluctant to only your desk. involve yourself in other departments. There would be a lot of accounts department, legal department. These are all interrelated department, HR department. It's not necessary you sit on your own desk. Please involve yourself in other department. Take more responsibility in company. Try to think about companies sustainability, growth. Automatically your will grow, your profile will grow. Once your profile grows, you become very important to company, your job becomes secure. So this is the growth you should take in. See, you will not get a head job or without any experience. You need to grow in your career slowly and gradually, and with the right attitude, with the right approach. The things which you can achieve in next 15 years can be achieved in 10 years also, can be achieved in 5 years also. But uh, that attitude towards the role, towards the company is what you have to inculcate and bring in. Then, so signs of job hunt. There are a lot of people who come to us, can tell us when should we start job hunting. We are in final year student, when should we start job hunting? Or we have completed a degree, post that we will start job hunting. Or we have completed 2 years in this company and then we will start job hunting. I always suggest you, there is a science behind a job hunt. Don't wait. Keep on job hunting. Even if you are studying in executive level, keep on hunting jobs. You're professional, you have cleared your degree, you are in a company, you have joined, keep on searching job. Why? There are 3-4 things when what happens when you search job. Number one, when you're searching for job, you're reading that many JDs. You are knowing what type of companies are posting their jobs, what industry is hiring more, what type of JDs are coming in the market, what skill set company is wanting to hire. So when you keep on reading more and more JDs, when you keep on hunting of jobs, you will know that which industry, in back of your mind, you will know which industries are hiring, what type of skills they are requiring, what type of jobs are coming in the market, what type of CTCs are being asked for. And accordingly you prepare yourself. Back of your unconscious mind will start working towards it. Okay, BFSI segment hire a lot, there are a lot of jobs from banking in legal sector, so and they want all the litigation work. Let us start reading a lot of case laws, let us start understanding how litigation is working in BFSI segment, so that you are automatically preparing yourself in the market. When you really need a job, you would be ready for market to apply. But if you feel that after I complete this course, after 2 years in this company, then I will search for a job, you will not know what is happening in the market. You will not be able to hunt for job that quickly as you would be continuously. When you're continuously reading job JDs, when you're continuously reading vacancies, you automatically train yourself in those job skills. You understand which industries, which cities have the demand, and accordingly you grow yourself. And when you find an actual job, you apply for it. Don't leave the opportunity. So this is what science of job hunt is. You need to keep on searching for job, even if you are studying or in a profession or already working. Keep on doing it. When you really need it, you will land into it. That's the idea of job hunting. So map the industries which are coming in the market more frequently, map the skill set which are coming in the market. So if you are a lawyer and you see that there are a lot of jobs which are coming into IBC litigation, SAFARSI Act, your understanding of those skill areas should be more. If you are able to assist somebody in those skill areas while you are educating yourself, that will help you to acquire a good job in the market once you're ready with your degree. So these type of exercises you should keep on doing while you are studying or while you are in some jobs, so that you have a capacity to know what is happening in the market and you make yourself ready for it. So this is what I wanted to touch on, which is really very important. Then networking. So we have also seen, you all might have also experienced this. uh, I post a job in the night on a WhatsApp few groups, and by morning there would be 25-30 CVs coming to me. Or if I post a job on LinkedIn, there would be a lot of CVs landing on my inbox. This doesn't happen only with me, these are happening with various corporates also. So your network, Your network is your net worth. Your network will take you to the places. Your with the help of, because these professions, specifically legal, finance, company secretary, these profession hiring is mostly done on the basis of your connects and mostly done on the basis of your networks and your contacts. If I am a head compliance in some XYZ company, and I know there was a student I taken a section, and there was a person I met, they are also doing BFSI, investor relation cover, I will connect to him when I have a requirement in my company. So that type of networking is very important. We can divide networking into two segments: broadening of network and deepening of network. When we say broadening of network, when you're going to various seminars, conferences, when you're meeting various people in some study or some webinar like this, you keep on exchanging your cards. You keep on telling that, okay, I'm Joshua, I'm in so and so cities, I am a company secretary looking out for a job. So exchange of cards with so many people, just you are giving your basic detail. Deepening of network is when in the same group you are again and again going, when in the same group of people you are again and again meeting them and going more, birthday wishes, their family, you're talking on general topics and so on and so forth. So broadening as well as deepening, both type of network is very important. You should be very careful where you are spreading your network at, because network banane mein you will take around 5 years, 3 to 5 years to build a good network. And then when you have a good network, then utilize it properly. So it's how to leverage your relationships. Until and unless you become available for others, others will not become available for you. So whenever you're developing your network, make yourself very available for others. Have your helping attitude, have a referral attitude. अच्छा ये काम ये जन कर सकता है, I know these guys, just connect them. And make sure that things have happened. This small things will build up your network, and this network in going 5 years is going to help you. So broadening of network, deepening of network, and connecting people so that your network grows. So we always tell all the students and professionals that please spend at least 3 to 4 hours in a week on broadening and deepening of your network. You see the results within months. You will see the results within months. So do this. Now what type of network you should, so one is your segment. If you are a lawyer, then connecting to legal firms, connecting to legal heads of corporates, your past alumni, your batchmates. So this is a type of network you can have. Then what else? So legals are also needed in media industry. Media industry is growing, they are hiring. So connect with the legal people in media industries, and slowly come into that group with the help of LinkedIn or attending seminars, conferences. So you have to plan your network in a way that going further, that network can be leveraged for you. It cannot happen that you met a guy 2 days back and you ask a favor now, not working. But if you have slowly developed your network to a certain scale, definitely you can start leveraging it. Even yourself, if I met you just yesterday and you ask me a favor today, I may not do it. But a person who I know from many years, who was in the group, who were interacting or passing out some references, if that person comes to me कि अभी मेरे को ये काम चाहिए, can you help out? Definitely we are going to help out, right? You are getting the difference. So that type of network has to be built up, has to be worked upon, and you keep your Facebook and LinkedIn very clean. Don't involve yourself in any political discussions, or don't involve yourself in any religious discussions where where it can hurt one group or other. So keep your stories clean, keep your social media very clean, so that people like you in your network. So this is another slide I want to touch upon on interview skills. So we actually day in and day out interview a lot of people. I meet more than 20 candidates every day, and I have seen people just come like that. They don't even do a research on the JD. They just saw there was a job of company secretary, applied. Have you seen which city it was? Have you seen the CTC? Have you seen the company name there? No. If there was a job I applied, you tell me whether I will get a job. How will you get a job if you don't even know, do the background research? If there is a person coming to you in your company and just telling you, I don't know anything about your company, but hire me, will you hire that person? Nobody will do, right? So please, whenever you are going for an interview, please study about the company, go on the MCA side, please do a background check of the company, not only on compliance angle, please also check what are the new updates in the company, what was the last annual report of the company, what were the disclosures made by the company. You will automatically know more about the company and you will have your content to speak in the interview. Otherwise, if you don't know, you cannot say कि I know compliances very well. I have done listed company ka compliances. I can organize a board meeting, general meeting. Hire me. Do you know anything about my company? Do you know how do we do our board meeting? We are specialized. So see these things. Don't give a chance. If you are well prepared, half of the work of interview is done. Prepared, dress well. At least if clean and iron clothes are very important. This is your first impression. Even if you are in a video interview or you are in personal F2F interview, both the cases, please dress well. If not, at least put a blazer on. Keep your content very ready. Language. Now I come to your point. Language doesn't matter. Your content matter. You talk in Hindi, you talk in whatever language, you want to talk in English, you want to talk in tuta puta English, okay. Your content should be good. You should be aware about uh, your work area. If you are a GST specialist, you should know all your acts, you should know all the deadlines, you should know all the GST ka formulas, everything. That is important. Not which language you are talking at, that doesn't matter to any companies, not even big corporates. पहले वो होता था जब HR दिखता था कि communication skills are good so we hire. Nowadays people are concentrating more on your skill sets. If you have very good skill set, if you have worked in it, if you have done some research or done some small projects in it, people will give you more priority than a person who cannot who is speaking English fluently and doesn't know what companies add content. So don't bother too much on your language, bother more on your content, what you're talking about. If you're going for an interview and you know about the company, you know what disclosures have happened, where they have missed on the MCA side, if you point out that in the interview, boss, you are done. 70%, 80%, you have got the job. So, and carry your essential documents with you. Take references if possible. Keep yourself up to date on whatever new amendments which are happening, any new legal law which has come up. Keep yourself very much updated on those things. Be ready to learn, be ready to take up challenges. Don't say that I have done only XYZ work and I would be doing only that much. No, I have done this much of work, I'm ready to learn more and want to join your company and I want to be participative in more department. Be very open to the job role. Don't stick only to the JDs which are given to you. uh, Compliances software, legal software, there are so many new IT softwares which has come up in our profession. Specifically, you should be aware how this software works. There are board evaluation software, there are board meeting softwares. At least if you have not used it, use the demo version of those softwares so you will have the knowledge. uh, it is very easy, log in and use the demo version, you will get some knowledge. And then whenever you're talking to somebody, you can boost about there is this, there is that. If a company is saying that we are going on IT base and you are zero on IT, how will you survive with that company? So you keep on learning in your own domain area, but as per the current demand in the market. There are a lot of people who come to us and ask us what should be frequency of job change. Should we stick in a company for 2 years or 4 years, then we should search for a job? So again, I will come to it. Number one, science of job hunt. You keep on hunting for a job, otherwise you will not know what is happening in the market. Second, stay in a job till you can grow. If you feel that the company is quite, now there is no more growth left, this is the highest CTC I can reach, the person is not going to pay us more than 20-30,000, they can hire another person doing the same job in 20,000, why they will pay you 50 for it? You move on. It's not on time, it is on your work which you have. So when you want to change a job, when you are looking out for more work and you're not getting that in the current company, change the job. When you see that company is not going to grow, you don't get attached to the companies, get attached to your work and change the job when you feel that now this is stagnant, I need to move on, move on. Don't wait for 2 years, don't wait for 4 years, don't do that. Any questions still here, anyone? And I'll take preparing of resume now. So how your resume should be? We have seen there are 5 pages resume, 10 pages resume. पूरा companies act छाप दिया है. I have done this and form ये भरा, ये board meeting, ये notice लिखे जा रहे. Don't do that. 1 page resume, just giving your qualification, experience, your key achievements, and your personal details. That's it. Keep something to say. Don't make 5 pages, 10 pages, 12 pages CV. Nobody reads. Even you yourself will never read your CV more than once. Don't do that. Please make 1 page, at the max 2 pages, front and back. That's it. Don't make beyond that. Make it more tabular, make it more readable. Don't write whole history in paragraphs. Don't do that. Don't make it colorful. 2 colors, black, blue, if you want to highlight or something. Don't use more than 2 colors. Don't use graphics. You are professionals. You are legal, finance, compliance professionals. You are not graphic designers. Don't put यहाँ से फूल आ रहा है, वहां से एक टेढ़ी लाइन आ रही है, नीचे लाल लाइन जा रही है. Don't do that, please. It's not your creativity we are not looking out for. When we are hiring a professional, we want a professional document in our hand which talks about yourself. We don't want your graphics, we don't want colors, we don't want creativity. So when you're making your CV, keep it simple, straightforward and minimal. Okay, don't use more than 2 colors. Video CV has now come up with lot of things. So how to make a video CV? This is a very funny story which has happened with Mangalam Jobs earlier also. When we talk about when we tell candidates to prepare their video CV and give, they record their CV. Actually, they record their CV and then send it to us. And we have to really tell them, see boss, video CV means video of yourself. You have to speak on yourself for 30 seconds. My name is so and so. This is the year I qualified in. These are the experience I am having. This is the company. This is my CTC and city. I am looking out for a job. This is what I have to contribute. These are the specific things we want looking out in video CV. Now, nowadays, a lot of companies are asking video CV. They want to check your communication skills, your language deliverability, your confidence, your looks. These things are being checked by video CV. When you are making a video CV, make sure there is light coming on your face. The room where you are sitting is noise free. There is no background noise coming. Your content, what you are speaking, is very stable and to the point. And behind there should not be any parda or any other photographs of any god or something, nothing controversial. Keep it very plain and then record your video CV, and that video CV you can utilize at various companies wherever they are asking. I know few companies like HUL, Accenture. There are few companies which do not hire without video CV. Their first requirement is video CV and then they process ahead. So nowadays more and more MNCs are coming into it which are hiring in India. They're requiring video CV. So you have to prepare it properly. In Mangalam Jobs, we have a tool. We have given a lot of scripts. You can go and record for free. Then be open to travel, and these are the things which right attitude is the main background of everything. Searching job, going for an interview, preparing your CV, video CV. Right attitude, right approach towards your work will help you out in your life throughout. One point, last point, read the JD carefully and then. So one CV may not be useful in all type of jobs. Somewhere you are applying for a litigation role and you have assisted somebody in litigation role, just add few points in the CV that I have done so and so litigation work. if that jobs demands for it. If there is a vacancy where you are applying which has XYZ requirement, for example, they have a research requirement, and you have done some article writing or research somewhere, add that in your CV for that job. So point is that you can tweak your CVs as per the job requirement, putting the skills which you have actually done. I'm not telling here that add कि JD में जो लिखा है उठाया वहां से कॉपी पेस्ट करके CV में डाल दे, प्लीज मत करो. JD carefully पढ़ो, अगर उसमें से anything you know that is useful and you have done and you can contribute more, add that in your CV. That will give a hike when you are applying to certain jobs. So these tricks you can follow. Then yes, how many of you have read this article before? Anyone has read this article? The Bridge of River Kulecha? No one? So I'll just explain you about the story first. So long back in US, there was a river which used to go from one city. So it was flowing in between one city to other city. And as in US, they wanted to build a bridge on it, which can connect and both the cities together. Now, building a bridge, they wanted to have experts from the industry, and that time Japanese were like concrete experts building large structures of concrete. They were like very good at it. So they called Japanese to US and they asked them to build the bridge. Now, Japanese have built the bridge and it was a wonderful piece of art. The bridge was so strong, it was working very finely for 5, 6 years, 7 years. After that, there was a hurricane in US. That hurricane has taken off everything. The roads which were connected to the bridge were gone. The river which was flowing under the bridge have changed the route. And lot of destruction happened. But the bridge was very stable. The bridge was as it is. It was built by experts, so it was as it is. But what happened? This picture will show you all. This is what happened. After the storm, the river started flowing from the side of the bridge. The roads which were connecting to the bridge were vanished. Everything was taken by the storm. So what this story tells us, even if you are very good in your key skill area, even you are best in the industry, the bridge was the best structure ever built. But if your surrounding changes, if there is an external economy thing which happens and you don't change as per the economy, as per the external environment, you become useless. This bridge has become useless. There is no use of the bridge, even though it is best of the piece of art which is ever made. So the point where I started and the point where I am ending is, please develop yourself, reskill yourself, adapt as per the economy which is going on. Then only you would be very, very valuable in the market. Then only you would be getting jobs in the market. If you are very stringent, rigid to particular skill set and you think you are best in the industry, there would be a day where your job would get extinct, where technology will replace you, where there won't be any more requirement of your work. So adapt yourself. This is what I wanted to say. And coming to second question of Joshua, I have answered 2 of your question. Now opportunities in Mumbai is what we have asked. So this is the chart of Mangalam Jobs, where we have placed more than 100 people in last 3 months. These 100 are company secretary, lawyers and chartered accountant, which we have placed semi-qualified, qualified both. We have more than 500 jobs currently available with us. That shows that jobs are there in the market. Jobs are there not only in big cities like Mumbai. We have jobs from smaller cities now coming up to us. And there are more than 600. This is, we have increased in the employers now. There are more than 600 employers with us. So this is where current job market is growing. March and April was very slow. I totally agree, because there was lockdown, shutdown and whatnot. But May, June and July has really shown more hiring, has shown different sectors, different small cities, hiring more and more professionals. So legal work has increased, finance work has increased, and compliance work has increased in the market. You develop yourself, you adapt to the industries, and you have jobs in the market. There is no news that there are no jobs in the market. We are placing successfully well. So this is current status taken as on 18th August. So these are the number of jobs you can see which are currently available in the market with various employers. And this is how Mangalam can support this. We are very specific to legal, finance, and company secretary jobs only. This is what we do. We don't place anybody else. We bring employers to the website. If you go on mangalamjobs.com, whatever jobs are posted, we keep employer name and details there. Reason being, before applying to your job, you should do a job search. You should check the compliances of the company and then apply. Right? We don't want to misdirect any candidates. And there are resume builder services, video resume builder services, MCQ, study notes, whatnot is available on the website, which you can go and access. So I would like to thank again Vidhi and CLA for holding this session. And any questions I'm ready to take up. Any questions, any slides you want to get back to, I would be happy to go back and explain you. Any questions from your career, from your planning, from your studies, let me know. I'm ready to answer.
Any participant wants to ask any question, they can unmute themselves.
It's a general question only. So is it possible to conduct your webinar after evening 7 o'clock like that? Because I'm a company secretary, designated company secretary. I can schedule a time for such a webinar. Considering other people, some people will work under any other team leader like that. They cannot spend time, morning time for webinar purpose. Is it possible to conduct the seminar at evening time? I'm asking.
So Vidhi Online and CLA Advisors in collaboration, they have lot of webinars coming up in various small topics. There are a lot of free webinars and paid webinars. Chaitanya would be right person to contact. Chaitanya, will it be possible for you to send the link to Joshua for all the webinars which CLA Online are conducting?
No. Just I'm asking, when you conduct the webinar, you can conduct at the evening time only, I'm saying. Is it convenient to all? So everyone may work in some other industries. Right?
So you want such webinars in the evening time?
Yeah. Is it possible? I'm asking.
Yeah, anytime.
For everyone, it's not possible to schedule a time for morning, daytime, right? Yes. I'm asking just.
These are working hours. Basically, this webinar was meant for students. That's why we kept it in the morning hours. But definitely for professionals, we can rethink on it and keep a similar webinar in the evening as well. You would be happy to do that.
Just a general query only.
Yeah, sure. We are available anytime. Yes, anyone else?
Yes, Madhura this side. I have one question. Like, is it feasible, like if I send my CV to a opening which is mentioned in the WhatsApp, so if send my video CV along with that, so how efficient is it? Like,
so basically, won't do that. As I told you, if I post a job on WhatsApp or on LinkedIn, I get lot of response, maybe 20-25 CV overnight only. When you send a CV on WhatsApp or on email or something like that, it get lost. Specifically when people like us, I can tell you, I'm not a company. We have 600 odd employers with us. If I really want X experience, or if I really want a person from Bangalore, how will I search in WhatsApp? And how would I remember who has sent that CV? It's not possible, right? So your efforts are going. What you will think, "Arey, मैंने तो CV भेजा था, it did not got selected." But what is happening from the employer end? They want the profile, but they are not able to search on the WhatsApp. I don't remember name. I don't remember, and I cannot search. The facility is not there. I will put Bangalore. I will not get that CV because that person might have done some heading on the CV and given it by their name or whatever. So don't do that. You're passing a CV
yes.
on WhatsApp or
yes.
don't do that.
Yes. So my question is how. Yes. So how efficient is it if I send my video CV on the mail, like along with my written PDF? If I send it along with on the mails, and how efficient it will be?
Person where you are applying, you are saying if you
Yes,
are
yes,
applying to
yes.
a company
For
and
the
they
first time,
have
yes.
given you, yeah, and they have given you an email ID to post your
Correct.
CV, and you
Yes,
want to
yes.
post your CV along with a video CV.
That's right. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it is very effective, very
Okay.
very effective. It is as effective as giving your photograph on your CV. So if you have seen, there are some people who give the CV plain. There would be some people who would be giving their photograph on the CV, and there are some people nowadays giving their video CV. Video CV is very effective. Don't make it more than 30 seconds. इतना ही patience है आजकल लोगों में. They don't have patience to hear more than 30 seconds. So make it small, but it will be very effective. It is if it is a video CV.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you very much.
One more doubt. Let me know your service briefly. So how will we different? So we are applying through your website, right? There are some vacancy in your. If we are applying through your website, Mangalam. How it is different from other Naukri and placement?
So
What is the process of yours?
yeah, I don't. So difference between Naukri and Mangalam jobs or LinkedIn and Mangalam jobs.
Yeah.
Primary difference is we are only focused to company secretary, legal, and finance.
Okay.
You will not get any other jobs except this. That is one. Number two is all the employers with us are there on the website. So we keep open name of employers. We don't hide any details. Number three is this is a candidate driven website. So for example, there are 10 jobs which are matching to your role, but you choose to apply to only two. You don't want to apply to 8. You want to apply only two, and you want only those two employers to see your CV. You don't want others to see. So our website is very secured for candidates. You cannot, the other employers will not be able to see your CV until unless you apply to them. You're getting it. So once you create your profile as a candidate, your profile is not visible to any employer until unless you apply to a job. Wherever you are applying, those employers can see. Where you are not applying, those employers cannot see your CV.
Any priority will be given for your recommendation? That's what I'm asking.
Priority given.
Suppose if any resume coming through the Mangalam job means whether any priority will be given by the companies or
Companies don't give priority based on where the source it is coming from. It can be coming from LinkedIn, Naukri, or Mangalam. Companies don't give priority on the sources. If you are an employer, you will like to hire a good person, not the source from where the company CV is coming from. So I don't think so. That's a. I would like to say that Mangalam gets priority, but that's not fact. I don't want to say that.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, Gungun here. Ma'am, my query is that due to some network issue, I couldn't get this full webinar. But this webinar was very effective. I wanna take it again. Could this recording be shared?
Chaitanya, can you share the recording with me?
Ma'am, it will be uploaded in a day or two on the Vidhi online portal.
Sorry, with the online.
Yeah, it will be available on the portal in a day or two.
So Gungun, do one thing. Put your email ID in chat box. Okay, Chaitanya, please take a note of it.
Sure,
Whenever
ma'am.
you are uploading the video on Vidhi online, please
because
send the
everyone
name.
might be tried to record
Sure.
the webinar. The thing is, it was asking for admin approval. That's the thing we are asking.
Sure, ma'am. I'll upload email on chat box. Please share. It would be very much thankful.
Yes,
Sure,
yes.
sure.
Chaitanya will share it with you. No worries.
Ma'am,
Whenever
we
you
have a
become online,
question
you will
in
get.
ma'am,
Yeah,
we have a question in the chat box.
yeah, tell me.
Yeah, by Miss Vijaya. She wants to know, as a company secretary, how can one get involved in HR department? What are the things exactly one should undertake?
Yes. So as a company secretary, how you can get involved in HR department? So what all things your HR department are doing? So first of all, HR compliances आई जाती है. Whenever secretarial audit is happening, HR compliances is there. Definitely that has been taken care of. If your company is a manufacturing company, there are IR laws, labor laws, which can be seen into it, where you can contribute. If any other activity happening in your company, be very active in You know, posh is one of the things where a company secretary can play a role. Posh compliances are there. So these departments, as I say, they are all interrelated. Posh compliance is very important for HR as well as important for you, because as a company secretary, you have to do all that committee and, you know, uploading of those reports and everything. You can get involved. You educate your HR that these things are there, and then together you do it. So automatically your importance will keep on increasing in the company. Have I answered you, Vijaya?
Miss
Yes.
Vijaya, you can unmute yourself.
Sir, I have written it in chat box. Email ID. Have you received?
Yeah, I have received.
Okay, sir. So
Noted.
then it's up to.
I don't know whether Vijay is still there. I don't know whether I've answered. Yeah, I've answered you. Okay. Now there is another question. Any
Yes, ma'am.
opening for other domains apart from legal, HR, marketing, etc.? We do only legal, finance, and compliance CS roles. We do not do any other openings. We do not do any other job placements. So sorry, cannot help you there. Mangalam Jobs can help you for jobs in company secretary, legal, and finance. MBA, MCom, BCom, anything. Yes. Any other questions?
Anyone wants to ask any other question? Please unmute yourself. Ma'am, I think all the queries have been answered. So with this, we come to the end of this webinar. Thank you, ma'am, for holding such an informative session. And it was an eye-opener for each of us. So with this, moreover, a loud shout to all our participants who have been such an inquisitive audience and patient listeners. With these words, I would like to invite Pratima ma'am to say a few words. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for hearing me. And please feel free. Chaitanya will share the recording, as well as my website is there. Please feel free to log in. If you are not understanding anything, go on the website, go on Ask an Expert section. Whatever question you want to put on there. I will revert back to you within 24 hours. I'll make sure that happens. And best of luck for your career, and best of luck for your job hunt. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your time. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.
Chaitanya, may I close this?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.